Oscino Fly back with another review, and this time I'm gonna review the XXL Freshman Cyphers. Now I was gonna do this a while ago, but I got caught up in a lot of things, so we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get to it right now. I was gonna do them one by the singular ones, the ones by ones where they're like a minute and all that other stuff, but I figured that they're mostly pre-written stuff, and there's just like stuff not really, some of them by the time they really get into it, like it's already over. So I always like the how do you rap on beat, because it's one thing to do it a cappella because everything sounds good a cappella, but it's another thing how you can do it on beat. So I think the ciphers on beat is the more interesting ones, so we're going to start with those. The first one is going to be the one with the Baby, Lil Mosey, Megan Thee Stallion, and XXL Cypher. Now let's let's get this straight out the way. Lil Mosey was trash, and I'm not trying to clown him because I already knew who Lil Mosey was before he did the cypher. But yeah, he was trash. Lil Mosey even said it was trash. I give him credit for trying to rap freestyle, but I feel like, but I do have to take points, and I've said this before. I had the problem with Kodak when he did it. Don't blame the beat. I can understand you not liking the beat, but don't blame the beat, or don't call it beat whack. If you can't, because a lot of hip hop, like, don't matter what beat you put on, and this is just a staple of hip hop. Either you came with rhythms or it was off the top. No matter what beat you got on, it's like if you know how to ride it, you can make anything sound good. So with that, Lil Mosey, yeah, worst out of everybody. Out of all three ciphers, Lil Mosey did the worst. And right behind him, XXL Cypher. I'm not gonna knock him because he's obviously singing, but at the same time, I've heard a lot of, August singing. He did his thing, and he was okay with his. And I'm pretty sure there was other singers on the ciphers, but August singing the last. But he wasn't that good either. It's not like he was great. But the Baby and Megan Thee Stallion, man, they saved this cypher, and probably 1 and 2, depending on which one you like, 1 and 2. I don't care if the Baby. I think some people said the Baby, like what he rapped was, he said before in another freestyle. That's my first time hearing hearing that freestyle, so I'm giving him points on that. I thought he was dope, and like he was great in it. Megan Thee Stallion, of course. I've always talked about Megan's rapping style. I always thought she was a dope rapper. I've always gave her credit for when she was a rapper, and she did not disappoint at all. So with that saying, this is the first one, and this is probably the best one. The second one we're going to talk about is Rico Nasty, Blueface Baby, and YBN Cordae. Now Blueface was Blueface, but let's just go ahead. I mean, I don't think nobody was expecting nothing like real dope out of Blueface, but it was okay. It wasn't trash. I wouldn't call it trash. It was okay. It seemed like he was trying to stay on beat, but it was. Rico Nasty actually impressed me though. Like, I said it before, I'm not big on Rico Nasty's music. I don't know, but like, judging from this one, it would like, she was rapping on here, and she did a first of all, shout out to Maryland. We like doing it big. Having Cordae and Rico Nasty, both from Maryland, just on this cypher in the XXL Cypher, I feel like that's a big look for Maryland and all that. That's just, it kind of warmed my heart. But Rico Nasty, she was really good. She impressed me. All my female friends was like, they happy that, because a lot of women I know kind of like grew up with Rico Nasty, so a lot of people hype her music up and all that other stuff. I will give her music a chance if she drop an album and all that other stuff. I might not go back to old stuff, but anything she put out recently, I'll probably check. Well, YBN Cordae, yes, he was the best out of this cypher, and he was my pick to be probably to have the best verse out of the cypher. Now, he's probably in that top 3 between him, Megan, and the Baby. because I've always said them three is going to like, I feel like it's going to bring the Cypher in and like really rock this shit. And I was right from them three. And YB and Cordae, I feel like out of everybody in this XXL freshman list, he is taking advantage of this freshman list, trying to put his name out here. His album drop, which I'm going to review soon. He's like going on promotions. He's doing a lot of promo and all that other stuff. He's someone that I feel like is really taking advantage of every chance he gets. He's on screen. He's trying to impress you, either with his rapping or with his logic or with the way he speaks during promos and interviews and all that other stuff. So shout out to YB and Cordae. Like, I've seen you really on your grind, and I'm like really hoping like people like give you the respect that I believe you deserve, because even though I do like the baby and Megan Thee Stallion, you're like YB and Cordae is like my dark horse out of this, that I feel like is going to be the most successful out of everybody. And I feel like YB and Cordae could be on that J. Cole level. And you're hearing this from me first. And the last XXL Cypher is Roddy Ricch, Comethazine, and Tierra Whack. From Roddy Ricch and Comethazine, like, it didn't stand out. It really was just okay. It really didn't stand out. And it was just bland. I'm sorry. Like, I know Comethazine, he got this like really dark horror voice and like horrorcore rap and all that stuff. That's how I kind of like pronounce it. I'm probably wrong, but every time I hear him, the way he was talking about stuff, it's like, it sounds like horrorcore rap. And though, like, I'm not against it, but it's just like, it sounded like he was doing too much to me. Roddy Ricch, I think a lot of people are on Roddy Ricch, but he hasn't done nothing to impress me either. So, and his freestyle wasn't that impressive. And Tierra Whack. Okay, Tierra Whack was good, but going a cappella, I felt like it was a waste. You could have done that. Like, you could have done that freestyle on your a cappella freestyle. Like, and like, it wasn't bad. She was actually like spitting some dope stuff, but I have to take points off for her like rapping a cappella. I thought it was kind of lame and it was kind of corny. But she was even though she was rapping some intricate stuff, I just wasn't impressed by it. And cause I feel like during that cypher, and like, I know a lot of people try to do their own things, and I know she's a unique individual and all that other stuff, but like, you could at least like spend some time, listen to the beat, cause I don't know how these beats go. I don't know if they pick the beat and all that other stuff and all that, or they get the chance to listen to it. But I feel like you could at least wrote something for it and like just spit something, or at least you like have something already written. Like, I don't know, something like Diggy when he did this. Like, I've heard when Diggy did his XXL freestyle, I've heard it like twice before, but he at least had something like he could deliver that, you know, people would look up. So with that saying, Tierra Whack, your freestyle was great, but that being a cappella, I kind of like give you after like deduct the points off there. So overall, I feel like the people that I thought that was going to do well really did well. Rico Nasty surprised me. So if I have to pick a top 5, it would be the baby. Actually, you know what's funny was, like, now that I think about it, it's like the top is obviously in no particular order. I'm gonna just say in no particular order because I feel like which day it is, either one of them could be the real better one, except for Rico Nasty. She will always be 5, but it would be the baby, YB and Cordae, in no particular order. The baby, YB and Cordae, Megan Thee Stallion, Rico Nasty, and Tierra Whack. No matter which day you listen to it, it'll be interchangeable. I know the ladies were like hype Megan Thee Stallion up first, but I thought the baby was really good with his flow, and I thought that YB and Cordae was really traditional hip hop with his punches, and I just thought Megan Thee Stallion really brung it, and she brought some hype into it. So like, them top 3, I feel like it's interchangeable. Then number 4, Rico Nasty, and number 5, Tierra Whack. So that's my opinion on the XXL Cypher. Let me know what y'all think about it. Did y'all enjoy the Cypher? Do y'all feel, who is your dark horse? And who do y'all think will prosper out of this? So with that being said, my name is Oscino and I'm out. Peace.
Fancy ass man wear glove or rings, flying around town in a tub of wings. Found out how to make love to fiends. He mixing that fudge with the drug of dreams. She too teenage to have a drug of choice, but she fuck with that Royce like she love Detroit. She rollin'. Pharaoh.